guys, welcome to another vlog. This week has been a gentle reminder to pause. In the whirlwind of life, it can feel really strange to slow down, but in that quiet, it feels like the world forces you to see it sharpen and to see it more vividly. Also, moments feel a lot more meaningful, especially after being so busy. It starts to feel like the norm, so I'm really grateful that this week has sort of forced me to just chill. My mom and my sister came over for a few days, and I'm really grateful that I got to spend some quality time with them. It felt really good having them over just to see some of the slices of life that I experience every day in the mundane, but having them be a part of it made me feel really wholesome over the past few days. So I will show you guys a little bit of that and some of what we did. Also, I have a small little apartment update. If you've ever seen my other videos, it's usually facing the other way. It's because we didn't have a console. I'm finally getting the living room sort of put together in a way that feels homey, and it feels nice to have just a little sanctuary that feels like our personality and our character. We've been living in this new apartment for less than 6 months. Recently, we've gotten some time to actually hone in on some of the details of making our house into a home. I'll include a little bit about some of our recent finds and some of our recent apartment updates in this video. So let's get into it. We got Swedish candy. Look at this. Oh.
They're little flowers.
Whoa. What this reminds me of?
What?
The drink that we get at Lamplight Lounge.
Oh, yeah, it does taste
Doesn't
like
it
that.
taste like that?
Yeah.
We're here! It's Halloween! It's my favorite guy.
That's our guy.
It's our guy. Mr. Halloween Pumpkin, Mickey.
The all powerful
It's so
Mickey.
cute. It's so festive around here. I love it so much. Karen fit check. We're matching.
I got the Dickies jacket with my pin set,
Yay.
and then I got a white Deus Ex Machina shirt for racing. Got Lulu pants, the Asics.
And then the most important part.
thing, my Lightning McQueen backpack.
Love
And
that.
I also got a Casio on.
Woo! Hush. We're about to spin. Get ready.
I am that, my friend.
Perfect.
This is my late father's beloved record player. It's one of my favorite pieces that I've ever gotten inherited down. My dad was a big audiophile, music listener, and just lover of all things music and culture. My mom and dad were in a band, and growing up, music has been just such a big part of my family. We all do art in some way, and music is something that he passed down to me and my siblings. Every time I get to play a record on here, it's just makes it 10 times more special because it feels like I'm sharing it with him. This is a mid-century ashtray that we picked up in Joshua Tree, I believe. We just thought it was so pretty. It can hold cigarettes or whatever you want it to hold in the bird's beak, which I think is really cute. We go through a plethora of matchbooks, so I'm always collecting them whenever I'm at a new hotel or a new restaurant. This one's just from the Marco Polo at the Silver Lake Hotel, and this is Jones Hollywood, which is one of our favorite places to eat. I love coffee table books. I can't get enough of them. I always think that I need more. This book is Oviparity. It's a first edition art book showcasing some of the 2020 collection from Gucci. It's really just visually stunning. I think some of the things that are in here, for example, are like just so vivid and rich. There's almost like a haunting vibe to it. But I think that's the feeling it's trying to invoke. Riley, my partner, is really big on interior design. She studied interior design for a while, so you'll find a lot of home books, interior design books, home decor books in our house. This one was gifted to her by my brother. This book is the Monocle Book of Italy. It was gifted to me by my cousin after I studied in Florence. Quite a fun little collection that we have going on here. I like it when the coffee books in people's home actually tell a story of who they are, and I think that's really important when showcasing books, so that's something that I'm really, really proud and happy to share. This little area has another interiors book, and this fan cordless light. This book is a Magritte art book. He is one of my favorite artists of all time. I love surrealism. We tried our very best to find this candle and stock up on it. We first saw it when I was visiting my family in San Francisco and smelled it at the Marin Country Mart. Ever since then, we've been trying to find this candle, and we so happened to find it at Claire V, which is a clothing store. We love the smell of tomato. I think tomato was definitely the scent of the summer. We just love that smell. Even our hand soap is tomato. If you've seen some of our other videos, I mentioned that we use Hasami mugs at home. I just think they're so beautifully made, and they're really modular. Like, they come with coasters and tops, and all the different sizes are stackable, which is really cool, really thoughtful. This chair we actually found, I think, on the street in the Bay Area. This cushion used to be a really faded paisley. It wasn't the cutest in my opinion. It didn't really match our style, so I had some leftover fabric from a torn pillowcase and replaced it. So now it has this tan linen cushion to it, which I think really elevated the piece. We're not 100% done with this side of the living room. It's still pretty bare up here, and originally we wanted a big piece of art to fill this whole space and then 2 swing arm sconces on the side, but we've yet to find those items. So in the meantime, we have a collection of things that we've gathered over time. This piece right over here we thrifted at the Long Beach Flea by a Japanese photographer of a shirtless lady. We just liked the way that it was matted and the juxtaposition between the black and white and the gold frame I think is just such a great touch. These little guys right here are some pottery pieces that we went to in an art fair in Hayes Valley. This really wonderful person was selling a lot of their pottery for a really good deal and gave us these three, I think, for like $35. Yeah, beautiful pieces, and now they live in our home. This sounds so funny, but I'm gay. We're gay. We love hands. So whenever we see any like art or sculptural piece or pretty much anything with hands in it, we love to get it, and we also just love chrome. So when we saw this piece, we just had to have it. I think it was like $20 at this like antique vintage shop in Landers near Joshua Tree. The top book is a book by Louis L'Amour, and on the bottom is a car book called Stand on the Gas. This is one of our favorite pieces because it's literally us. We have a lot of film photo booth strips. We put them in a little chrome frame, which I think is such a cute idea. I've been seeing this all over the internet. We eventually want to get like the hundreds that we have and put them in like a big piece. This little piece here is a photo, I think from the 80s, that is a photo of people at the cinema. We love a lot of black and white, as you can see. This isn't really part of the decor, but my family was just here. My mom and sister recently came back from Europe. Whenever they're in France, they have to go to Lourdes. My mom is a very spiritual person, and one thing that I asked for was my own triptych. This triptych is just really precious, and I love the gold inlay that it has. These types of things really remind me of my mom. And when she was here, I think she added this, I didn't even notice this, she added a little holy water and a silver rosary. Over here is another little like smoked glass ashtray with more lighting materials for candles, and I specifically really love this book. I gotta show it to you. It is a Japanese dictionary of color combinations, which I just think is so cool. Run, don't walk to IKEA because they have some really cool candlestick collections out right now. It's just so pretty, and they're really heavy and their quality, and I think this was only like $10. Here are some of my guitars. I only have 2 out right now, but if I had all of them out in my apartment, we would have no place to sit. This one is a Gibson Les Paul, and this one is my Martin acoustic. Also, we thrifted a butterfly stool by Vitra at the council shop last time that we were there. I believe this was $7.99, but it originally retails for I think close to $1,200. This piece was originally designed in the mid-century by Sori Yanagi, and I think the fact that it was just sitting in a thrift store for $8 is quite amazing. We believe that it's serendipitous that we were the ones who were supposed to find it, so really lucky to have that. I guess the 2 last larger pieces in the living room so far are the couch, which is a Bellini style couch, and this, which was a housewarming present from Riley's parents that is just gorgeous. It is a, I believe, 1920s Louis Vuitton trunk that was originally made for hats. One of my favorite details about this is a luggage sticker from the Normandy Hotel. It just shows a lot of character and a lot about whoever owned this trunk previously. It's in a great condition for being how old it is, and we eventually want to get glass cut to the size of the top so that people can set down their stuff in it. Right now, it's just bare, so we're very careful with it. It's being used for blankets at the moment, but yeah, it has a whole hat cage in here that can lift to protect your hats for when you travel. That's just a little tour of our apartment in its current state. If you stick around, I hope you get to watch how it grows. I do like my haircut. Lock me.